One of the critical areas that a lot of companies don't realize how important it is backing up your data on a regular basis and making sure that your core systems are backed up and you have access to the backup data. Because what happens, what we've seen in the past, is that companies will back up their data, and as Eric mentioned before, they will never verify that you can restore that data in the need that something happens or it needs to be brought together again. So it's make the backup, identify key files, identify systems that need to be backed up, and make sure you do it on a regular basis. But also testing that backup on a regular basis is critical, because the last thing you need is to say, I have a backup, and then when you go to test that backup, realize that it's corrupted, it's not, the data is old, or the backups haven't been functioning for a long period of time. So keeping an eye on it, making sure it successfully completes on a nightly basis, and also testing is critical. The other area is to practice a backup strategy where they have 3 copies of your data, different storage types, and then one off-site. Depending on how your data is structured, because if you're on-prem, you can have a physical backup for, let's say, on a nightly version, and then send one version off-site. But however, if you're in the cloud environment where you're basically, let's say you're in Azure, and you can have an Azure backup, and then you can have critical files backup to another third-party backup provider, for example, Veeam or Commvault or any one of those backup areas. And it's good to have a solid relationship with the partner providing your backup, but also to have the technological resources there to help you make sure your backup is configured and brought up to spec every time.